to all of you in the chemistry class. This is Abdul Ghaffar Abbasi here to conduct the chemistry class. My screen is visible now. Just use chat window. Okay, these are the contents of the day. Number one, rules how to attend the class, and then basic concepts as I told you that we will discuss, and then states of matter, separation and purification, and experimental techniques, right? But these are some rules which you must follow. Number one is turn on the mic. Mute your mic, all of you. Okay, number one is turn on the live captions, right? Go to the this button, more actions, and turn on the live captions. What is the main purpose of this one? When you go to this one, more action, and then you turn on live caption, press the live caption, what will happen? You will, what I will, what I am saying, that will be written over here at the end of this, the table. So if you don't understand anything, you can read this one, right? Then the second rule is that turn turn your mics to mute, then turn off your webcam. Don't record the session because I am already recording this one. And if you feel any problem, any issue, use chat window. As initially I told you that what is the chat window. This is the chat window. This is a chat window. Over here you can write anything. If you have any problem, you can write here, right? And during the session, if you feel any difficulty, you can use this chat window, this one. So I will be able to understand that you are hearing me or the screen is visible or not, right? Okay, just use the chat window. Then last one is that if you don't follow these rules, teacher will remove you at any time from the class, right? So today we are starting our the session. Is my screen visible to all of you? Just use your chat window. Is my screen is visible? Okay, good, well done. Okay, now look at this one, states of matter. And as you know that there are three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gases. These are basically the diagram of the particle, liquid, and gas, right? Look at this one. States of matter, as you know that there are three states of matter, and this is the one, gas, and the particles are randomly moving here and there. They are not tightly packed with one another, right? And then this one, mute your mics, all of you, please. Okay, then look at this one, gas, liquid, and solid particles. What is the arrangement of the particles in gas, liquid, and solid, right? Okay, gas particle, liquid, and solid. Okay, if you feel any difficulty, you can ask. Now we will close this one, and we will start another one, that is melting process. Melting is a process in which solid melts into a liquid. Now look at here how it is, melting. When you apply more heat, okay, now look at here, the particles are moving, okay, and if you apply more heat energy, then look at the particles, they are moving here and there. Then what will happen, in if they were connected one another, what will happen, their particles are moving, right, and their energy is, decreased, and that will automatically convert into liquid, right. Look at, these are some examples of the solids. Say suppose we are discussing about the uh, sulfur, right. Look at this one. Look at this experiment. And now look at this one, how it is, melting. Right. Okay, now the second is the boiling. Any problem if you have, you can ask here in the chat window. Okay, good. So the second one is the boiling. Look at this. Same, when you increase the heat, look at the effect on the particle movement. Now look at here, they are, moving here and there, and there is more kinetic energy in their particles, right. Next one is this example. Look at this one. How the liquid nitrogen is boiling. Initially, this was the solid surface, but when you heat, what will happen? That it will convert into this one. Look at this one. This is now a liquid surface, and it is, start to boil, and particles will convert into steam. Okay, now this is the diagram of the steam, nitrogen gas, basically boiling of the nitrogen, and this one the nitrogen gas. Look at this one, last one. Okay, done. Okay, good. If you have any issue, I'm continuously, checking your meeting chat window. If you feel any difficulty, you can ask. Okay, so next one is boiling. We have done. Second one is freezing. Freezing is the reverse process. You have to decrease the heat, and particles will come closer, right? And then they will lose the heat energy. Look at this. Freezing. Liquid is freeze, and it is converted into a solid. Particles are tightly packed with one another, and they are arranged in a regular pattern. Look at this one. Solid mercury. This is the uh, cold solid mercury is coated with ice, means it is in solid state. Then okay, if you have any problem, you can ask. Okay, no problem. uh, yes, then freezing, sublimation. And sublimation, you know very well, uh, solid is directly changed into the gas. Look at this one. Solid, it is directly changing into gas without passing the state of the liquid, right? Again, I'm you know repeating this one. This is very important. Look at this one. Iodine crystals, they converted into uh, look at this one. Again, I'm repeating. When you heat these iodine crystals, they will convert into a steam. This experiment, I think we have done in the school also, and I think in ninth class, right? Okay. Next is sublimation, then kinetic theory, animation. Look at this one. If you increase the pressure, what will happen? Look at this one. If you increase the pressure, volume will be decreased, right? Okay. Now next one. These are the gas particles. When you increase the pressure, what will happen? They will come closer to one another, and then that gas will be converted into, the liquid, like liquid particles, right? And then this is also the gas pressure. uh, this is low pressure, low temperature. When you increase the temperature, their particles will get more kinetic energy, and then they can move more randomly, right? Look at this one. Okay, now the diffusion, very important process. Diffusion is basically spreading of gas molecule from a region of higher concentration to a lower concentration. How it is, happening here. Nitrogen dioxide gas, when you open the tap, what will happen? It will diffuse from one side to another side. Again, look at this one. Right? This is the diffusion of the gases. And this is another example of the diffusion of the gases, gas particles. Now look at here. They are spreading from one place to another place. Nitrogen, diffusion of nitrogen dioxide in the air. And another example, bromine, diffusion of the bromine. Look at it. After some time, it will diffuse throughout the jar. Look at it. Right? It takes further 25 minutes before the bromine that was placed in the lower gas jar diffuses into air. Right? Okay. And this is also related to this one, but we are moving towards another one. Diffusion, then condensation. Okay. This is condensation. Vapors are condensed into a liquid. Water vapors are condensed into a liquid. Now look at here. These are the water vapors. They are condensed into a, or steam. You can say that is the steam that is condensed. Look at this one. Look at this one. That is condensed into a water vapors. The steam is condensed into a water vapor. Means liquid state. Okay. Now the distillation. This is the complete setup of the distillation. Thermometer we will use, and the flask we will use, Bunsen burner, Liebig condenser that will condense the you can say that steam into liquid. How it is, working. Just listen. Just look at this experiment. Initially, you have to fill the water. Then you have to heat the impure liquid. It will convert into steam, right? And we will check the boiling point. Then steam is converted into Liebig condenser or vapors that will condense into vapors, and then we will collect here as a pure liquid. Impurities will be left over here, right? And we will collect a pure liquid in this beaker. Look at this one. This is basically how the liquid is being boiled, right? and then how that steam is converted into the liquid or water vapors. Look at this one. Okay. Now the fractional distillation, in which we basically purify or separate two or more miscible liquids at their different boiling points. Less boiling point will be collected first, and then higher, you can say that the boiling point liquid will be collected at the end. This will be the sequence. This is the complete process, right? We will collect the liquid at this receiver. This is a similar, uh, the process, how we heat the liquid and how it is converted into steam, and then how the steam, this is basically the water region when you heat it, and then uh, we will decrease the temperature, and this is the cooler region, and then finally it is converted into water vapors. Pure liquid we are getting. Look at this one, right? We will collect here the liquid, pure liquid. Okay. Now, very important process, that is, okay, dissolving. How you will dissolve any solid. Look at this one. Salt dissolves easily in warm water. The reason is that warm water has, more kinetic energy, more temperature, and that is the reason it is dissolving easily. Look at this one. It's dissolved. Okay. Copper chloride we are, dissolving here into water. How, just observe that how the color is changed. Right? Okay. Next, after dissolving is filtration, one of the very easy and very important. Now look at here. This is the complete setup of the filtration. That is filtering funnel, filter paper, conical flask, and this is the muddy water which we will filtrate. Look at this one. This is the complete process of the filtration. This will be the filtrate which we will receive, liquid, and these impurities on the filter paper will be called as residue, which are insoluble, and they will retain on the filter paper. Okay, then this one, chromatography, very important and interesting. It is the main part of the ATP. First of all, what you know very well, we have to put a line with the pencil, and then we will place the dot of the any, you can say, that material which you want to use, then you will dip this filter paper into the solvent or liquid, any liquid, then it will, start to diffuse, start to move in upward direction. And this finally we will called as a chromatogram, right? uh, the green food coloring is made from the yellow and blue food coloring. Look at this one, because it is the mixture impure. The black food coloring contains red, yellow and blue colors, right? These are the basically the dots, or the we can say that colors we have uh, put here, and then this is the result. Look at this one. This is the actual the practical. Okay, this is the chromatography, and now if you have any problem, you can ask. Okay, now just switch on your mics one by one. If you have any problem, you can tell me. Switch on your mics, all of you.
Sir, how would we know that which liquid is a part of some other liquid that we're using in chromatography?
Okay, just mute your mic. Mute your mic now. Acha, listen. In chromatography, we are not, separating a liquid. We are separating basically a solid mixture. We will put a solid, you can say that mixture dot on the chromatography paper. Then we will put that into the liquid. Main purpose of the liquid in the chromatography is to that solvent is dissolved into the that solute which we put on the filter paper, that will be dissolved in that solvent, and then it will move upward. This is the reason. There will be no any further the use of the that liquid. It will main purpose is for dissolving, not other. Okay, Saru, clear?
Yes,
Saru,
sir.
okay.
Yes.
Any difficulty if you have, you can ask. Any other question? Rabir?
सर मुझे सब्लिमेशन का पूछना था कि वो भी
Yes.
सर्फेसिंग होती है एवपोरेशन की तरह.
Okay, just mute your mic now. Sublimation, as you know, that is the process in which solid is directly converted into gas. But the solid which we will use, that will entirely be converted into the water vapors. Like we have different examples, like naphthalene is a good example. Iodine crystals are good example, as we have shown this video also. That will be completely converted into, it will start no doubt on the surface, but that solid will completely convert into the steam. Okay, Rabin? Sheba? Sheba, ask any question. I think it's clear now, because uh, these are the basic concepts, and we have discussed these topics through animated videos, not a lecture based method. Sheba? Sheba? Okay. Any difficulty if you have, you can ask. No? Okay, good. Thank you very much. And now my time is over, right? There will be, I think, next other class. So thank you very much, and all the best for the next class. Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz.